he did an interview with Noah Dalzell, Celtics blog, in which he said that he was the most talented player in the world. Shime, do you happen to have that exact quote?
Yeah, Greg, the exact quote is, I feel like I'm very talented. I'm one of the most talented people in this league on this planet. I feel like I'm looking forward to showing the world more.
Okay.
I mean, doesn't bother me.
No, that don't bother me.
Does that bother you?
No, that doesn't bother me.
You should have that attitude.
Yeah,
you're a professional athlete. You should be like that.
I mean, I don't know that you have to define most when it comes to one of the most talented people in the world. How many people are in that category? I mean, he's not. When it comes to basketball, he's not top 5 most talented.
No, but he's one of the 20 best basketball players on the planet. I think that's fair.
Is he?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
top 20?
Yeah, I would say I would even put him higher than that. I'd say he's probably, top 15, depending on where, you would slide him, 11, 12, 13. I think I don't have an issue with that. And I don't remember the audio that we played. So I mean, maybe I just wasn't paying attention.
I have it if you'd like to hear it.
That I have more of an issue with that audio where he says that he wasn't happy about his role.
Go ahead, play it, Cham.
I feel like people haven't seen me at my best. We have a loaded roster. So sometimes you got to do what needs to be done as a team.
Okay. That, to me, I think it's more like I could be doing more, but my role doesn't allow me to do more, and I want to do more because I know how talented I am. And so I think with that, more so than anything, is we are now going to see Jaylen Brown this year, but it's going to be different for him because he's not going to have Tatum to lean on.
In the same blog interview, he says that he has had to make sacrifices for the Celtics and hasn't always agreed with them, which I think is where people have an issue.
Yeah, that.
And the quote is, I disagree with a lot of things. I've had to change roles, styles. I've had to do things that other players of my talent just haven't had to do. And I've been okay with them because I've always been a team guy. I feel like sometimes that gets taken for granted. Now, that's a slippery slope to me because you're not really taken for granted if you're given a max deal of
at one point the highest paid player in basketball.
Nearly $300 million or over $300 million. That does not indicate to me, Jaylen, that you were being taken for granted.
I said this when we talked about this a couple days ago. This, and people, they would be naive to think opposite of what I'm about to say. Like, I feel like this is headed on a road, because I talked about train off the tracks. Like, there's no good end coming with the Jaylen Brown Celtics situation.
You don't think so?
Nope. Because
I mean, what if he leads this team deep into the playoffs this year, essentially by himself?
Right.
Like what?
So if he does that, now him saying he's the most talented player in the world, that just echoes to another level.
So he doesn't. If that happens, then he doesn't want to play second fiddle to Jason Tatum when Jason Tatum comes back.
And don't ask me to do things somebody of my talent would have to do.
But what are those things?
I don't know. Whatever those sacrifices
what does
are.
he have to do? Play defense?
Take less shots?
I mean, he was the championship MVP. Like I that's not being taken for granted.
Right. So you don't see. That's what I'm saying. Like, how do you not see this ending? Well, and I don't mean badly. Like, it's going to be bad for, like, just a smear campaign. But I think he ultimately gets traded, because if you're saying that you did things that somebody of your caliber wouldn't be asked to do, and you didn't like them, but you were like being
I'm a team guy.
I'm a team guy. It just seems like if you now next year and you have a tremendous year, you're going to be like, I'm not doing that no more.
Greg, this goes all the way back to that hookah bar many, many moons ago. He just
When
wants to be the big dog.
Yeah, he does want to be the big dog. But
Sit.
but you have to earn that, and you have to be the big dog.
But he thinks he has earned
He
it.
has Finals MVP, Eastern Conference Finals MVP, and you just heard him say, as far as his talent, you don't think in his mind he believes he should be the number one, even when Tatum's there?
I guess he does. I don't know how you can play with Jason Tatum and think that, and you're Jaylen Brown, and think that you are a better player than he is.
Because you won Eastern Conference Finals MVP and Finals MVP.
And you think that because you're a better team player, you're giving in to some of the things the team needs.
This is Kyle, or you can bring him up. Kyle from Lowell. Hey, Kyle.
Hey, how's it going?
What's up?
Jaylen Brown, he's getting ridiculous sometimes when he talks. I mean, Kyrie Irving is no longer on the basketball team. Marcus Smart is not on the basketball team. The Celtics couldn't be any more of an equal opportunity offensive style of play. He has more chances and more opportunity than Jason Tatum probably to dominate or be the number one guy. But Jason Tatum earned that role. I don't think Joe Mazzulla sits there and runs plays for Jason Tatum and demands the ball get to Jason Tatum's hands. Jaylen Brown has just as much opportunity. And Jaylen Brown, you've had two opportunities where Tatum's gone down. Eastern Conference against Miami Heat, Game 7. All we needed was you to take over for us to get to the finals, and he no-showed. And then Tatum goes down again this year, and I don't expect him to come back from 3-1, but at least show up a little bit, dude, and dominate the series.
Yeah.
He's nowhere to be found when Tatum goes missing. I'm just tired of it. Jaylen Brown is a good player, but stop trying to make us all believe you're some type of Jordan that you're never going to be, dude. You're solid, and you're not that great.
And that's why I said this is like in the
Slippery slope.
This is
baby.
like in the comic book worlds. This is like a course of two worlds colliding that they should not be colliding, because
Clash of multiverse.
Yeah, because even when Courtney's here, they're like, oh, Jaylen Brown, he's the alpha, he's the better.
She's a Jaylen Brown stan.
But there are a lot of Jaylen Brown stans out there.
Well, I don't know if there are. The more he speaks, like, I think people are bothered. Like, look at the reaction to this.
Right. Because people are knowing, like, people are starting to understand, and I get it, where he wants to be top dog. And
But what has he had to do when he's whining, which is kind of what it is?
Yeah.
What has he had to do that other players of his caliber haven't had to do? Is he talking about not getting the last shot to win a basketball game because it's Jason Tatum?
It could be it. I think what he's saying is he has to play second fiddle to Jason Tatum. The offense goes through Tatum. At least this is my opinion that he thinks, rather than it should go through me and Jason, but it goes through Jason and then me. Where maybe that's what he's saying. I have to kind of take this back